Hey folks, Tracy here with Scrappy's Rustics. In this video, we're going to do a cool Christmas piece. Actually, could be a winter piece because it is a tree and it's blue, so it could be definitely a winter piece. So I have these AB Studio cutouts. I believe this one they gave me for free, but I have some very similar on my website. And we're going to use brown, I think it's called brown stone effects paste by Pentart. So I'm just drawing, you can use this as two pieces, one piece, or have two projects, however you want. It's just like a really thick, I don't know if it's MDF, I guess it's MDF board. It's real thick stuff, so it's not actually cardboard, so it must be MDF. So I'm using the stone effects in the color brown. And I really love this stuff because it gives you a lot of texture, and that's kind of what I was looking for. So I drew my oval because I want to make sure that this stuff is pretty thick, and when it dries, it actually dries like kind of like stone. So I wanted to make sure it would still fit in there. I have to do some touch-ups as you'll see in the end, but overall it worked out pretty nicely. And we're going to layer this, so it's not going to be just plain old brown, but it could, you can do this any way you want. You could decoupage both pieces, whatever you fancy. So this stuff takes a little while to dry, but the texture is just fabulous. It's a water-based product. So I'm going to paint the inner circle with white chalk paint. That's the Chalky by Pentart, just white paint. That way our decoupage paper will have a nice pop. I didn't bother painting the back because that's going to be glued down. This is a LeBlanc paper. Their numbers are funny. It's PD something. I'm not sure if I have any more of those left or not. I'm going to peek right now while I'm trying to do this voiceover. I think I just have the smaller ones left. Yeah, it looks like that. I'm not 100% sure, but I do have a pretty massive amount of and a fine selection of decoupage papers on my website as well. So I'm using Pentart Ultra Matte. I normally don't use it for my undercoat because I don't like to waste it, but I had it out, so that's what I'm using. If you're an ultra matte lover or a matte lover, this stuff is fabulous. It is truly ultra matte. It's supposedly waterproof and decoupage, varnish, and glue. So the blue little doohickey thing there is a felt brush squeegee is what it's called. Just helps adhere your decoupage paper to your surface, and it squeezes out any extra glue. I usually don't go globby on it, so nothing ever squirts out, but it does give it nice contact. So I took my Gator stander there. You can get them on Amazon. You can get them at Home Depot. I believe even someone said Walmart, but I'm not sure. The one on Amazon is really great because you can get a whole bunch of Velcro sandpapers. So I went over it. You want to get in the habit of always sealing your decoupage, regardless of what you're going to do next. It's just a good habit to get in. So I have these three. Two of them are Decor Metals by Pentart, and then the other one is called Delicates. They're all metallics. Metallics always do well over darker colors. It's called the mirror effect. For the most part, you just want to start with the darker. But if you're going for a different look, make a test board. That's what I always say. If you're not sure and you don't want to go all in on your surface, make a little test board. Try one under dark, try one under light colors, or no color at all. So I was wanting the blues are a shade off a piece or so, and I was hoping to get a variation of, I wanted texture and depth. So I was hoping to get a variation by using the 2 or 3 colors. But in the end, I do that. But overall, I end up using the Delicates. And it covers almost all of it. But, sometimes you just don't know until you start doing it. I didn't really like the way it had looked when it was done. So I ended up, I think, going over the entire thing. Yeah, with the Delicates, I did do that. So my placement, I don't know if I show you or not. It was a little bit off, and I had to do a little touch-up here and there. There we go. I'm showing you. So I ended up doing a little touch-up, and I did also paint the sides of the inner oval as well. Because, that's kind of important. You don't want it to look, not so good, sitting there. You did all that work, and then you have one little blob that shows the brown in the back. You don't want that. So I just used the paint itself, because you really can't tell unless you really look. So that's what I did all the way around. I ended up painting the back. I tried to get fancy on the back. I don't know if you saw that real quick with a stencil. I was trying to do a different color, and it didn't work out. So I just painted over it. So now I'm pulling these 2 colors. These are from Paint Couture. I have an affiliate for all paint products on my website. These are two colors I chose. I believe one's like a champagne and the other one's, I'm not really sure. I'm trying to pull the colors out of the decorations on the tree. And as I plop it on there, then I take a dry brush and just kind of blend it in. And it was just too much blue. I couldn't get these colors right to save my life. But, you know, after playing and adding layers and layers, I got it where I was happy with it. So, you know, sometimes in your mind it's one thing, and when you actually do it, it's another. So, you know, don't give up until you're ready, until you're satisfied with it, till you're satisfied. So I ended up going around the inner oval itself because it just looked like too much of a drop off. I wanted to soften it a little, so that's what I did. I just took a little bit of I don't even know what color I used. I believe I used the champagne. Yeah, there we go. Or I mixed the two, actually. I mixed the two together, and I went around the entire oval. And then I thought, well, I'm going to highlight the presents and give those a little depth and dimension. So that's what I did. I just went over basically the ribbon. You can't tell, but you can tell. You can't tell now because it's done, but if you put it side by side, you could tell. It just added, again, a little more depth, a little more dimension. And I did just a little bit here and there on the tree, the ribbon part. So, yeah, I went all out fancy on this piece. Oh my goodness. But I think this is a great winter piece. You know, unless your colors are blues for your Christmas. I mean, it could be either or. It could be a really nice gift. You could put whatever kind of backing you would like on there. You could set it in an easel, all the things. So here I am again. I wasn't satisfied with the brown. It was a little too much. So I went back in with a little dry brush of one of the blues that I had used. And, you know, I think this thing has like 15 layers. No, I don't know if it's that many, but, you know, sometimes you just got to keep doing it until you're satisfied with it. So I am using Type Bond Quick and Thick, and this is a great glue. It holds, it's a multi-purpose glue. It's great. You don't need a ton of it. It takes a little bit to set up before you go messing with it. So, you know, just be patient and let it do its thing. And it should adhere forever and ever. And you could put it like in a wreath, if you were to put it in a wreath form or whatever. A lot of people put wreaths on their doors, and, you know, it can be like a microwave in there. So the Type Bond Quick and Thick and also the Pentart Heavy Body Gel have been known to really hold up in all types of environments and be able to use them on a multitude of different types of surfaces, metals, glass, wood, all that stuff. So I just want to make sure this sits back in there correctly, because it did kind of click in there because of all the layers I have on there. Oh my goodness, it made me laugh. But this is a pretty cool piece overall. I think it's different, and yeah, I'm happy with it. So I hope this inspired you in some way. I'm just kind of pushing it down, make sure I can get my surface to surface before I let it sit there and do its thing. I guess I'm still messing with it, y'all. I'm still messing with it. Am I happy with it yet? I don't know. Let's wait for the ta-da. There it is. Ta-da! I missed it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'd love for you to smash that subscription button and turn on the bell so you'll be notified when I upload new videos. Check out my website at scrappysrustics.com. We got a lot of cool stuff you can't find in an everyday store. Thank you for watching.